Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Shift Now for December 15th to December 17th, 2022. If you are just jumping on, I invite you to say hello in the chat. 2022. Thank you. All right. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Arlene Grace. I am a master numerologist, a conscious channel, a spiritual coach, and alchemist. Hello. As you're landing in, please feel free to say hello as you're landing into the call. How are we all feeling today? What are you noticing? How have the last couple of days been for you? I am curious. Today we've got snow. We've got a snowstorm happening today. And so the kids are home from school. So let me know if everything is kosher with the internet. Hello, Shelly. How are you doing? So let's begin with it's December 15th. I mean, we are midway through December. We are playing with these themes of illumination, of truth, of enlightenment. We are playing with this idea of things falling away as things are now being created. We have this opportunity to surrender our resistance to what it is that we're wanting to experience, right? And we began this week with playing with this energy and playing with a theme of, am I winning at life? And now as we move forward into the week, good morning, Wanda. As we move forward into the end of the week, we're now moving to the end of club's energy. And now our invitation is to look at, well, are we playing full out? Are you living your life to the fullest? And I think about today, and today's energy is the 6-3 of clubs. And today's energy of the 6 is this energy of coming into peace, into harmony. It's seeing the expression of life. It's seeing the beauty in life. And sometimes this energy can have us stop and just notice what's happening around us. We may be inspired to clean things up and yet not be inspired to take the action on behalf of it. And the 3 of clubs energy is one that can create some mental spin, some mental anxiety. It's the energy that is allowing for us to see the truth of ourselves, the truth of what we're wanting to experience at a deeper level. There's this unlayering that's available for all of us today. And it's beautiful because I always invite in the energy to play with me. And I had that experience first thing this morning. And I was having a conversation with my dad, and he was speaking about how he had a restless night. He couldn't sleep. Like his mind was just spinning and spinning and spinning. And I thought, oh, okay. And I didn't want to say, well, we just moved into the 3 of clubs, right? And so, yeah, I'm not surprised. But he went into this correlation in this story of, this was my first night not having chamomile tea. And so I must be addicted to chamomile tea. And this is why I could not sleep. And I wanted to play with the possibility. Well, is it possible that perhaps you're not addicted to chamomile tea? Because of course we both know that chamomile tea is it doesn't stimulate the body, it does relax the nervous system. And so as he's like, I know, and I'm addicted to relaxing my nervous system through chamomile tea. And I was like, okay. And well, what about the possibility that you were watching the news before you went to bed? What about the possibility that perhaps, what did you go to bed with? What were your thinkings? All of these things. And he was like, no, it is the chamomile tea. The chamomile tea is what I'm addicted to. I am stopping the chamomile tea. And I went and I wanted to further engage in the conversation. And I was like, whoa. A part of me is wanting to be right. A part of me is wanting him to see more that's available. And the thing is that my experience in life is true. I have experienced it. It is true for me. And at the same time, my dad's experience of chamomile tea is true for him. Both stories are true. And so it is not my job to try to make him hear me, to try to make him see another way of seeing it. And so, in fact, I stopped and I was like, whoa, you're absolutely right. This is true for you. Play, experiment, go see what happens if you don't drink chamomile tea. Like, let me know. Let me know what happens tomorrow morning. And this is what we are moving into. We're moving into this energy where, one, we are seeing where we are coming from a place of lack, right? If we aren't playing life full out because we are busy trying to chase the fruits of our labor, right? So play with me in this. We're trying to chase the fruits of our labor, i.e., we're trying to chase the clients, we're trying to chase the money, we're trying to chase all of these things. Then we're creating this cycle that is based in this lack. And so remember that we're also through this month playing with the law of cause and effect. What am I the cause of? And so I'm going to invite you to all just come into the body and to take a deep breath. Because your invitation for the rest of the week, starting today, if you haven't been playing with this already, is to be here now. Now, I can hear some of you and you're like, what does be here now mean? Well, play with me. So be here now. Come into the body. If comfortable, place a hand over the heart, which now focuses the energy into the body. And as you're bringing this energy, your focus, your awareness into the body, just notice what happens. You may notice that there's a warming of the body. You may notice that energy is starting to flow through. And we're going to move this awareness through this body. So as you're moving, as you're noticing this awareness, we're going to move this awareness to your right toe. And notice you can do that. The awareness of you now moves to your right toe, right big toe. And now we're going to move our awareness to the top of the head. And notice how it just happens. And we're going to bring our awareness back to the heart. And we're going to move that out through this form, through this body. Now take a deep breath. And as you're feeling this awareness, notice that this awareness is your essential self. It is the essence that is always here. Notice that here now in this moment, there is no past, there is no future. Here in this moment, there's no worries about money, no worries about anything, no problems to fix. There's nothing broken. And we're going to allow this energy just to allow for any emotions to rise up. And notice that as emotions or energy are rising up, that they are not you. Now notice your thoughts. Your thoughts may be fleeting. They may be grabbing on holds of something. But again, notice that the thoughts are fleeting. They are not you. You are this awareness that is moving through this body. Now notice the body. The body is not you. You're this awareness, this energy that is flowing through this body. And so as this awareness is flowing through, you notice that, and we're going to invite it to move out beyond the body. Just imagine it can move out beyond your body. Which really means that it's limitless because it just moved through your body. So now it's filling your space. And so here, as you're feeling this now, let's bring in play. Let's bring in liveliness. And as you're feeling this liveliness, I'm going to invite you to go back in time for just a moment to remember a time where you were just loving life. Was it a game? Were you playing something? Were you a child? Whatever that is, that energy of where you were just so happy. And what is it that you were doing? Notice that the happy was inside of you. But what you were doing was just the experience of it. But the happy was inside, right? And so in this invitation of, are you playing life full out? Are you living life full out? Are you willing to bring this present moment here now into your day with you? There's no past, there is no future, there is no worry. But life is now starting to happen for you because you are focused on this energy here now, which allows for you to see what is possible. So what's your favorite thing to do? I'm going to invite you to share that in the chat. My favorite thing to do, one of my favorite things to do is play beach volleyball. So whenever it's summer, I just want to go and play. I want to play beach volleyball. It is fun for me. It's engaging. It's connecting with others. But the energy that I'm bringing when I play is I'm just playing full out. I am not there to win the game. I am not there to ensure I spike how many times, because I can't. I'm not there to get anything else but to just live. I'm not chasing any fruit. I'm not competing with anyone. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm just there. I'm living my life. I'm not even worrying about the pain that I'm going to feel the next day because I haven't played in so long. I'm not worried about my knees getting skinned because they always do because I dive. I'm not worried about any of those things. Those are just part of it. That is living life fully. And so where are you living life fully? And are you willing to bring that into your life where you are doing what it is that you truly desire, what you truly value, what is of service to you first, and then out into the world? Because the masks that are falling are the ways that you think things should be done. Oh, my business must be this way, or oh, I must be doing things like this guru, I must be doing healing like this guru, I must be doing all of these things because those other people were successful, and so I want to be successful like them because that's what I see. Whether we know that's true, we have no idea. And so that's falling away. Because when you're living life fully, you're now inspired to take an action in the direction of your business that will now be your business because that's your business, no one else's, right? It's your business. Same thing in your relationship. In your relationship, you are there inspired to do something within your own relationship to create a connection and a dynamic with your lover, with your children, with whomever, because that's your relationship with them. And so we're letting go of these ideas, the ideations, the beliefs, the social constructs, the cultural constructs that tell us how things are supposed to be. Right? The 5 says men only choose one. No. But is it just choosing one, or are you choosing life? Because if life is full, if you're living life fully, then everything becomes full of life. Right? And so the 3 of clubs is this shaking up of these ideas and these constructs and these social constraints. I'm using the word, these social ideas, so that you can come to the truth of what is it that you want to experience. Because on Saturday, you're going to come into that revealing. What is it that you truly want? But right now, the blessing is in this shakeup so you can come and you can see, am I living life fully or am I chasing something? Because if I am chasing something, then I know that I'm coming from a space of lack. then I know that I'm looking for the hows of how to do it. And I'm probably searching beyond myself in order to be told how to do it. But that's not the way it works. The way it works is from coming within ourselves. It's going to come from us because we are the creator of it. It is ours. And so remembering that you are this essential self, this essence, that awareness that is more than your body, more than your mind, more than your emotions, the spiritual self, your essential self. This is this is inviting a deeper connection for you to live your life out fully. It's speaking to you, it's speaking through you. It's right. Like Rosalie, I'm looking at you and I can imagine you get into this space when you're painting, when you're creating, where sometimes you just close your eyes and you're feeling that energy and you're like, oh, and this is the next color that's coming onto this canvas. That's your essential self that's saying, yeah, let's go play here. Let's create this. We're creating life on this canvas, and this canvas is your life, right? And so as we come into this awareness, we now move into Friday. And Friday is this energy of, to thine self be true is what came through. And so today's energy does feel like a prelude of what next year is going to be like, because your key is to leap. Are you willing to forego what you see? Are you willing to forego what you see in others and trust what is coming from you? And as we start to come into these awareness, as we start to make decisions, as we start to make choices to let go, because this is the 9 energy month, right? To let go of that, let go of the prescriptions. Today we come, or Friday, we come into that energy of to thine self be true. Are you being true to you? Are you trusting now this energy that is flowing through you is also this energy that is around you? And so this awareness that I brought you into, that feeling of that energy is also around you. And so this energy is also working with you. Can you trust that? Can you trust the divine, the God, the creator, whatever you want to name that energy? Can you trust that that is working on behalf with you? And will you be true to you? Will you be true to what it is that you're wanting to experience, which is to live life fully? And will you express that out into the world? Because the point of having all of these mirrors, like you will have people coming into your life to mirror where your mind is, to mirror where your thinking is. But everyone here in this space right now and in the replay in your life is your mirror. I, in this moment, am your mirror. If you are paying attention, you and I are engaging in such a way that I am your mirror. Whenever I do healing work with any of you, whenever I am tapping in, whenever I am pulling these cards, I am your mirror of you. I am the mirror of the source that is flowing through you. I'm not healing you. You are. The source of you is healing you. The source of you is shifting you. It has nothing to do with me, except that I was inspired to be your mirror. All of it's you. And so if all of that is you, if all of this shifting that's happening within you is you're the doer of it, then can you imagine what is available around you, and will you trust what is available around you? Because what is available around you is 99.9999999% of what we cannot see. And so will you allow the miracles to flow in? Will you allow the magic to come? Because this is the energy that we are leaping into. Will you allow yourself to be in the miracle of life? But your key here is to be true to you, to be true to what it is that you're wanting to experience, to be true to, I came here to live. I am here for a reason. We can see that we are experiencing the world in such a way that has never been experienced before. There are all of these things that are happening, that are falling away, that are being created. There are all of these beautiful scientific discoveries that are happening in this world. And in this, we are here now. And so we are here for a reason. If you are here and you are watching this video, then you will know that you are here for a reason. And whether that is because you are working at a coffee shop, or you are here in service in this way, you have a business, you are painting, whatever that is, you are here in service to the world because you create change. And you create change by your choices. You create change by living the life that you want to experience. You create change simply by being you. Will you be you? Will you be the true expression of you? That's the ask. And in being the true expression of you, will you let go of the prescription of how you think or how you told you were supposed to be? Because how you were told you were supposed to be is one that chases the fruit, that chases after things. And we do not chase. We allow it to arise. We allow it to come forth. And so there's this leaping energy tomorrow. Will you trust that as all is well? And in all being well, that if it wasn't, that you would be directed to do, to act. And of course, if all wasn't well in the moment, if there was something that was happening in your world where you had to triage it, and then come back, right? Because life still happens. There are experiences that happen in our life where we have to come out from here now, of course, still being in our own body. We have to triage the problem. We have to put the Band-Aid onto the scrape on the knee, and then we come back. And so this is this beautiful energy that's leading us into this heart opening that I'm going to imagine is going to be on Sunday. It begins, right? And so Saturday is this day of integration. We're now moving into an 8 Ace of Clubs. This is an invitation for you to know thy power. Do you know that you are powerful? This awareness that was flowing through, this essence that was flowing through is powerful beyond measure. And so will you allow this energy that is flowing through you to inspire you to decide to choose for you, not for others? Because we're moving into this Ace of Clubs, and this Ace of Clubs is this, you come and you see the truth of what it is that you actually want to experience in life, right? You come to know there will be this revealing where it could possibly be, oh, I've been chasing the money this entire time. I've been playing in this place of, I need my next paycheck. And so I stay in this job. And so I stay in it because I get paid every 2 weeks. And I know that. And so I know this to be true right now, but there's a revealing of, I hate my job. And so in this revealing of the truth of, I hate my job, or I dislike my job, or this no longer brings me joy, I'm now at this place of, okay, well, I know this. So what is it that I want? What do I want to experience? Because wealth doesn't come from just this one place. It doesn't just come from your job. It comes from all of these places. There are all of these possibilities, the 99.99999% of what we cannot see. You can find money on the street. You can find a wallet on the street. You can have people just donate money to you. You can have money just fall into your account. I think there was one person that had $1 million fall into their account. They discovered it was a mistake, but that was her possibility, and it happened. There are all of these possibilities that are available where streams of money do not just come from the path that you think it's going to come. And so if you are allowing something to hold you back from what you truly experience, this is the day it gets revealed so that you can just choose. You can continue to choose to have that experience, yes, but are you happy? Are you living life fully? Are you engaged in your life? Do you love it? Or are you done with that? Are you done with doing what people told you you're supposed to do? And so in this energy with the 8 Ace of Clubs, there's this, I'm coming into self-autonomy. I'm discovering my own power. I'm discovering the power of my choice. I'm discovering what it is that I love, and I'm willing to act on behalf of it because I feel my power. I know my power. I trust the divine. I trust this inner essence that's flowing through me. I trust my intuition that I'm connected to. And so this is what I want. I choose it. I start to move in the direction of it. Because this, on the Ace of Clubs day, on Saturday, this revealing of this truth is your true foundation. This is the driver of what will move you forward for the rest of the month. This. And so as you come into this revealing of the truth, knowing that this is now the foundation of your life, of where you are headed in life, then are you willing to choose this one piece that has been, I feel like it's been guiding you this entire time? And in this guiding this entire time, you moved through this journey called life. And through this journey called life, you came to this one revealing. And in this one revealing, you're like, this lights me up. So what in your life lights you up? What in your life do you absolutely love? What brings you joy? And are you willing to choose to live life fully? This is your invitation for the rest of the week until we move into Sunday. Sunday, we shift our energy that's going to now have an emotional quality, right? We're moving into the hearts, and this is all about the emotions. This is about the emotions leaving the body or being amplified within the body. And so this is our preparation right now. This is the work. Will you be in integrity to you and into your own desires, right? And then notice today. Notice today with the 3 of Clubs where you may be falling into the chaos of life. Come back here to this now present moment and breathe. And so just notice your own nervous system as we continue to move through the rest of the week. Simply check in on your breathing, place your hand over your heart, direct your energy back into the body. Right? And so I'm curious. You see, I've been ranting for almost 30 minutes. Yeah, that was me. And I felt this too. Yes, I love that. Good morning, Maria. Martha, I feel so in my head, having difficulty navigating my energy with overwhelming mental plane. Yeah, absolutely. And so, coming back into the awareness, coming back into the now, right? And if inspired, move the body, get the energy out. And I know you're maybe an hour and a half away from me, so I'm curious if you were in a snowstorm too, Martha. And so maybe walking outside, checking it out. Yeah, I want those hearts too. So I'm curious, how is this landing for you? I'm curious about what is rising up for you. What questions do you have? Yeah, ice storm. Yeah, right. What questions do you have? How can the energy support you as you move forward with your journey? Good morning, Mesa. Yeah. Right. I'm coming back to Shelley, right? And it's this, like, choose one. We always begin the journey with choosing one. Like, we choose one. Oh, I want wealth. Oh, I want the lover. Oh, I want this. Or oh, why can't I just have all of it? As Shelley is. But sometimes we move through and we focus on one. We realize that we can attain the one by coming into, oh, I am the creator of this experience. And as I come into seeing and experiencing that whatever the wealth, we'll say, we now start to understand the divine timing of things. And so that one becomes life. And all of life now starts to play in this what was one, right? And so we're playing with your life. All right. I see. Mesa. I would love cards to support my flow of abundance. Yeah. I'm just going to take a sip of water. Supporting my flow of abundance. Eight of spades. All right. So it's interesting, as I was looking at your space, like how you live or where you live, and I was looking at a part of where money comes from. There was something that was blocking it from coming into your experience. But I was also feeling the block in the mind, right? There was this mental block or an expectation. And so the Eight of Spades is saying, okay, there are these mental blocks that of how you think money is supposed to arrive, of the expectation. There's an expectation of the way things are supposed to happen within your own business, within your own life, but you're focused on seeing things coming into your bank, into your money bank, is what I'm hearing, into your money bank through these spaces. And so I'm now seeing you in front of a room that's full of people, and you're standing at the front of the room, but the chairs aren't full. Like there's not anyone there. And so there's this like, oh no, am I doing the wrong thing? Is this where I'm meant to be? And the Eight of Spades is like, it's because you're jumping ahead of yourself. Be in the frequency of what it is that you want to experience with others. What is it that you're wanting to experience with others as you are standing up there on the stage or as you are leading the group? This is the energy that is to be focused upon, so that you can move this energy and create a convergence with others. This energy of what you're wanting to experience with others as you are standing before them, as you are standing amongst them, as you are standing with them, is the energy that's going to call them in. It's not all of the flyers or the banners or the things that you're putting out there in the world for them to see you. They see you energetically first. So come back to you here now in this moment. What would it feel like to experience others in this way, in the teaching, in all of that? And in that, do you value it? Do you value yourself as you are here on stage, in amongst the people as you are speaking with them? Do you value the wisdom that is flowing through you? In that valuing of the wisdom that is flowing through you before these people, this is where the streams of wealth start to play with you as well. And so, can you come back to the frequency? Can you come back to the energy? The orchestration that is happening is not from the material to the material dense world. It's coming in the world that is beyond what you can see, sense, hear, know. And so coming back to this place of, okay, this is where I'm wanting to experience myself. This is what I'm wanting. This is what it feels like. And to cue it, right? To cue that energy, move that through the body, to change yourself on a cellular level, to allow yourself to move through the divine timing of it so that you can have that experience. Does that make sense? And so there's the letting go of how things are meant to be done. When it first comes back through you, it's inspired through you first. And so in doing that, this is the flow of abundance. The flow of abundance starts with you, within yourself, and allowing that flow of abundance to move through you, to inspire you to, oh, now it's time to put out, this is what I'm doing it. And now this is my time to be inspired to do my flyer or whatever, right? And this isn't any aspect of the business, but this is currently what I'm seeing. And so the result of that is the Queen of Diamonds. This is the energy of, like not accumulation, but this is when you start to see the wealth flowing in. This is where you are starting to see you've landed into your own value. You're starting to see the grandness of what it is that you're wanting to experience. It feels like this is a journey that allows for you to see, oh, I wanted this, but now I want more. And now I know that more is possible because you're starting to have the experience of it in your material world. And so this is what's holding you back. Yes, I think I doubt my wisdom. Stop it. And so it's coming back and releasing the doubt in this moment now as you feel into what you want to experience, as you breathe into it, there's no doubt. But the moment you come out of this now moment, that's where the doubt can start to creep in. And so coming back into the practice of here, now, in this moment, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to experience. This is what I'm deciding. I am deciding to have this experience. The doubt is part of your journey to break through the doubt, to come into this place of, even if I were to doubt myself, even if I were to doubt my wisdom, I'm willing to move through that anyway. I'm willing to decide because I decide that I am doing this for me. This is for me. Other people are just coming to play with me in this. And so, yeah, I'm excited for you, Mesa. Like, truly. All right. I am just awesome. Okay. What energy is offering me a path towards the light? You're welcome, Mesa. What energy is offering me a path towards the light? Martha. Oh, I'm here. Like, oh, you silly girl. You don't have to chase the light. You are the light. You are the light. And so you've been on this journey this entire time. And in this unfolding of illumination, this unfolding of yourself, this illumination of you are light. And so everything that has happening for you has been this orchestration of your higher self, of source, of the body, of the mind, of this emotion that has been allowing for you to, I don't even know, brighten up and let go of this heavy load, right? Like, I don't even know. It's interesting. Like it's almost like, it's like you're, I don't know why the words are coming this way, but it's like you let go of the bodysuit. Like you let go of like this heavy, heavy cloak that you had been carrying for years, and it's been released. Do you own that? Have you owned that? Have you owned that you have done that? Have you celebrated it? Have you realized that you are on this mission? Because you are the light. Your mission is to see your own light, and you are. Yeah, two of clubs. Like, do you not see the truth of you? Do you not see that you are the light? Do you not see that everything that you've done has been for you? Everything that has been orchestrated for you, with you, as you, through you, has been for you. And so you are the light. You are it. Just breathe that in, feel that for a moment. I'm just waiting for you to breathe that in. Own that. And in the owning of that and seeing that and in allowing that to be expressed through you, light is expressed through you, right? We just can't see it through our own naked eye. But the light is being expressed through you. It's being expressed through your words, through your actions, through the cells in your body, through the cells within your morphogenic field. And as you start to land into that, and you start to honor that, honor thyself, honor the truth of thyself, yeah, you start to come into this beautiful flow in your life. Like I'm seeing it in your own physical experience, where I'm seeing The way that I'm seeing the Four of Diamonds in your life is things are being swept away. Things are being moved out in order for things to come into a clearer view, for it to land in. It feels like it almost like you can see it as almost, or we can say it as like the structure in my life is falling away. Like what the WTF? And so there's this. It's showing you where you're actually attached to things. And the Four of Diamonds is like, stop being attached to things, like let go and let flow. Because in this discovery of, I am the light, our attachment to things starts to be played with, where we start to notice if we're attached to our house or attached to our car or attached to our partner to be in such a way. And in this letting go of our attachments, coming back to, oh, I am this being. I am this being of light, that I don't have to be attached to things. Because the moment you attach to something, like the moment you start to attach to something, or the way your business is, or something that is solid, it starts to fall away. It starts to fall into entropy. And the thing is everything is falling into entropy. It's always falling into entropy in order to come into something more. Same thing with you. You spent the last year falling into entropy and coming into more, falling into entropy and coming into more. Same thing is happening in your physical life. Your things are falling into entropy so they can come into more. Are you attached? Are you willing to let go of your attachments? So, because in letting go of the attachments, you can start to see what's actually coming and rising up, right? The same thing that happens to a car. The moment you drive your car off the lot, it has decreased by 50% in value. But the thing is you, as your light, as this essence, as this flow of energy that is flowing through, is the opposite. You continue to see more and more and more and more of value, not because it's not there, but because your perception of yourself has expanded. And so, beautiful message for you. Ah, great question. I would love to know why I'm so clumsy lately, dropping things, hurting myself. Just had a close call on black ice. I also stood up for my value yesterday, but feeling guilty this morning. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So one, the clumsy that's happening is happening because you shifted in your own energy. You've actually expanded. So the energy within your own body has expanded and your body is now catching up. It's almost like a growth spurt. Have you ever seen your little kids where your children, and as your children are going through puberty or they go through a growth spurt, they're always falling or they're tripping up the stairs or they're doing all of these things, and they're clumsy. They bump into the counter or all of those things. It just kind of is showing you that you yourself are going through a growth spurt and your body is catching up. And so there's just this beautiful opportunity to be compassionate for yourself and to just open up your awareness a little bit. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. I gave myself a black eye a couple weeks ago. No one could see it, no one, but yeah, I did the same thing. Right, you've been clumsy too, Joanne. Yeah, so it's just this expansion that's happening within you. Your body's catching up. Yeah, so I don't know if there's another question in here. I also stood up for my value yesterday, but feeling guilty this morning. So let's just pull on that. Yeah. And so I love that, because let's just allow the guilt to rise up. Jack of Hearts is like, are you done being the good girl? Like, are you done with playing the pattern of being the good girl and like always trying to be liked and always trying to be loved and trying to be the one that keeps the peace? And so let the guilt rise up. Like, what if the guilt was just the death of an old way of being? What if that's all it was? An old way of being that no longer serves who I am because I'm done with being the good girl. Yeah, right? And so it doesn't mean that you're going to be the bad girl. You're just coming into this place of, oh, I'm just going to be me. And so in that moment yesterday, in that moment when I expressed and stood up for my own value, I was expressing me. Are you willing to continue to do that? Right? And allow this good girl idea to fall away, which it is, so that you can now notice this pattern. Notice this pattern where it comes up in your life and where you play with it, and decide whether or not you want to pick it up again and play with it again, or just notice and be like, no is a complete sentence. No. And then you just walk away. Because the result is you're actually raising your own value. And so you're raising your own value in your material world, which means that the expression is now being said to people. You're now experiencing it in others. There's this beautiful opportunity where with the Five of Diamonds and all of this, like more people may come to be your muse to show you whether or not you are valuing yourself. And so, it could be a coach, and the coach is like not seeing you, and you've had this beautiful journey with this coach, but they're not seeing you anymore, and you're like, oh, we're done working together. It's just the natural completion of things. And so I'm done working with you. All is well, but I see my value and you're not mirroring you're not mirroring me anymore. And so we're complete. Same thing can happen in romantic relationships. You're not mirroring the value of who I am. And so this relationship is now complete, or it's a conversation. And so in the material world, you're going to start to experience that with physical things, with places, and with others. And so it's like, Janine, are you going to keep on choosing you? Or are you going to be that? Are you just going to be you? I was going to say bad girl, but I mean, it's redonkulous. We know that you wouldn't be the bad girl. Maria. All right. I would love a card to support describing my work. I am such a feeler. I find I get blocked with language at times. Well, that's interesting because Three of Clubs, today's energy is the writer's card, right? And so this energy today is actually supporting the opportunity for you to write, to express, to journal, to be with yourself, and to imagine. When you're thinking about working with those clients, like what is that feeling that it moves through the body? What is it that excites you? What is it that is, that aliveness that moves through you? What is that journey with others? And as you start to feel into that energy, will you allow that energy to just pen to paper, start to write, and just go at it? Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it says. It doesn't matter at all, because they're not attracted to what it says. They're attracted to your energy first, right? And so you can go ahead and you can try to make it pretty or make it the perfect words or all of those things, but it doesn't matter. It's like having my conversation with my father this morning. I could have tried to make it work for him to hear me, but he had his truth and I had mine, and all was well. Right? And so it's the same thing. Think about it as energy. You're creating a convergence with your clients. And in this convergence with your clients, it's this energy of why you're working with them, of what it is that you're loving, of what it is that you're valuing as you move this service into the world. It's now going to have a couple of words. Beautiful. Great. You're going to probably have some words for your SEO. Beautiful. Great. And they're attracted to you. They don't even have to know what it is that you do, but they're attracted to you first. And so being in this energy today is going to allow for you to shift. Yeah. And so the Five of Spades is like, like let go of the constraints of how you think things are supposed to be. Will you allow this to loosen up? That is not always the truth. It's not the truth. It is what someone else created as a construct. I have this business, and in this business, it creates multi-million dollars worth of this. Follow me because I can show you how. But that was their truth, not yours. That was their experience, not yours. Their experience may be replicable for some, but not all. And so I mean, you are in the MLM business or have been. You can see why it worked for some and why it worked for others, but you were all in the same container. And so it's exactly the same kind of thing. Bring that into your writing. Allow yourself to sit down, pen to paper, allow the energy to flow so that you can have this expression of you. Will you leap? You have the words. The words will flow through you. You just got to trust. Trust that all will be well. Trust that they will find you. Trust that they will be attracted to you. Trust that this is all about, it's like this, like you've given meaning to the work that you do. So can you trust that meaning to the work that you do, right? Yeah. Veronica, hello. Okay, just double checking. Yeah. All right. Good morning, Tammy. Okay. So I'm kind of having, it's not that I'm having a hard time tuning in with you, but there's this, like, there's this expansion, or there's this expansiveness. You're moving through an expansion, but there's almost like there's so much, it's like here you are and you're in this beautiful divine bubble, but you're alone. And everything that you're desiring is beyond you. Everything that you're desiring is outside of you. And you're like, like, you're just looking around and you feel great. You feel good. You feel the love. You feel your value. But you haven't directed your energy anywhere. You haven't brought in a focus to play with or to create. Does that make sense? Is that ringing true for you? And so it's like, there's almost like this, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done being alone. Like I kind of want to go play. I want to go play with people. I want to go engage with people. I want to go and I don't even know. Like I think I want to be in bigger community, or like I want to go dance for sure. I for sure want to dance, but like what else? And so I'm going to invite you to tap into your creative center, because there's something that's brewing. There's something that's bubbling up that's wanting to be expressed. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. The 5 of clubs is like, are you willing to take your thinking higher, your focus higher? So in that feeling in your creative center, like there's something that's wanting to be expressed and experienced through you. It doesn't feel yet like a birthing, like you're not birthing something because you haven't brought it into your own awareness yet. But will you allow yourself to play, to dream, to imagine? When you feel in and tap into that energetic center, what do you notice? What is wanting to come alive within you so that it can move out into your experience, so you can like experience the collaboration, the play, the connection to the divine. The divine is inviting you to have an experience, and in having an experience of bringing something into form, of bringing something into life. It's wanting to walk with you, to play with you, to console you, to energize you, to love you, to devote itself to you. And you are the one, you are the chooser of that. You are the one that is, it's like your higher self is up here and it's wanting to commune through you, within you, and connect to this energetic center within you, so that the two of you can bring this up into the mind, so that you can decide it, so that you can move through the divine timing of it. And it's like source is all around you. I can see your guides all around you. They're like weighted on bated breath. Like they're just like, like, is she almost ready? Like, is it gonna happen? Are we almost there yet? Like, it's like they're waiting excitedly, patiently, playfully, and yeah, they can't wait, like at the same time, but they can. Right? And so there's this, the result is this deepening your own connection to the material world, deepening your own trust in the material world. And so I'm wondering if there's this, like in this, there's this invitation to ground back into life, to ground back into your experience of life, and to it almost feels like there you might have had experiences where you've come into distrust of the world or of what's happening in the world around you. And so the 7 of diamonds is like, but I got you. I got you. And your like your guides are like, we got you. We all got you. Just come back and play with life, experience life. Like dream and imagine, and let's bring something through you so that you can move through a journey. It's almost like they're wanting you to see something new, to experience something new at a newer layer of awareness of how you are a creator of your own experience. And so I'm hoping that resonates for you. I'm curious. Very cool and exciting. Yeah. Ashley, I would love a message on how to come into myself and tap into my intuition. Beautiful question. Well, it's funny. Your intuition has been here the entire time because I can feel like your left ear, my right ear. So your left ear, where we hear, so our clairs, right, to hear, to see, like my right eye, which is your left, we're mirroring each other. So your left eye is like squinting. It's like, you're resisting your own intuition. Your intuition has been with you this entire time, but there's a part of you that's resisting, and the part of you that's resisting is your personality or your mind. And it's been trying to come through and help to direct you in, oh, come on, go do this. And oh, come on, don't you love this? And oh, come on, go eat that cookie. Go eat that cookie. And so in that, it's been wanting to come in and play with you, but there's been this restrictedness, this constriction within your own mind of things must be set in this certain way. Your mind has also been playing in this, it's been spinning in this energy of, I don't know what to do. Like I'm not sure which way to choose. I'm not sure which direction I want to go in. And so because the mind has also been spinning in which way am I going to go? And it's almost like you have a pros and cons list for all of these things that you haven't been able to hear, to see, to sense, to know your intuition because you're so focused on those things. And so to tap back into your intuition, come back into the breath. Invite in your intuition. I want to invite in a deeper connection with my intuition. I want to invite in a deeper connection with my higher self. I'm inviting in a deeper connection, and you can call in a guide if you want to call in a guide. And as you come into that and you feel that within your own body, and you feel into, okay, I would love to have a message. I would love to have a message. My intention is to have a message on what is my next step, or what is it that I'm not hearing, whatever those questions are, and to allow that to either flow through you so you can speak it, or allow it to flow through you out your hand so you can just write it down and just begin journaling, right? To begin writing. And you'll notice that as you're writing, it's almost like you're writing the words like you think, but then you start to just freely write. It just starts to freely express through you. Now, it isn't about tapping into your intuition. You are tapped into your intuition. It's about trusting your intuition. That's what I'm hearing. And so will you act on behalf of what's flowing through, right? Yeah. And so that's what's coming through. I didn't have to pull cards for that. Stephanie, it's been so long. Yeah, live in your power. Awesome. I do not know how to pronounce your name, but I love your name. Inko Sisifil Magada Namagaba. It's a beautiful name, and I will pull a card. I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in. I'm just going to invite any energy that is constricted in the chest to move up and out in whatever direction it freely wants to move. We're just going to allow it to move with the breath. And so take a deep breath in. And so you can notice that it's moving up through the heart and through the throat. And I'm sensing it as the energy of grief. There's grief that's leaving the body. There's hurt and an idea of hardship that is moving through. And there's a sense of betrayal that you're holding in the mid-back that we're allowing to release. And so we're just letting that energy go. Yeah. And so as we let this energy go, just notice that it's waves of energy that's moving through. There's more energy moving through the heart and the lungs. And it's just going to continue to move up through the throat. You might be coughing. You might also be noticing, I can't even think of the words in this moment. That's okay. Okay. So the message that's coming through is the Four of Clubs. So the Four of Clubs is, there's this, when I feel and tap into you, there's this, it's almost like this box is over your head. And it's not over your eyes. You can see beyond, but this box that's over your head is this, there's this unwillingness to let go of the way things have been. Things in your life are changing, and it feels like they're changing quite dynamically. They're changing quite rapidly in your life, but there's and I'm going to use the word air quotes, like there's an old way of doing things that is wanting to be let go of, but because this old way of how you do things, how you structure your life, how you, the rigidity in your own life is wanting to be broken open so that you can have more flow in your life. Because you have so much restriction, or because there's this mental thinking of things have to be this certain way. It's like, fixing your desk before you have company coming over, or I must clean this in order for others to come there. Like all of this seems to be tied to how you present yourself in life. I am this leader, and so as this leader, I must be this way, this kind of energy. And in this way of me being a leader, I must portray myself to be this way. I must think a certain way. I must dress a certain way. I must act a certain way. I must act on behalf of the people, whatever that energy is, right? And that's what's flowing through. And so in this act of what, of how it should be, there's this rigidness that's wanting to break open so that you can allow yourself to grow. You yourself are growing, and you're resisting your own shift in how life is wanting to move through you. And so, yeah, the Four of Clubs is like, okay, will you allow yourself to let go of the rigidity that's in the mind and how you think you are supposed to be, because you are a leader. You are a leader. Of course, you're a leader. Yes. And in this leadership role, the leadership role around you has shifted. And so you must shift with it. It doesn't mean that you are in this place of having more power over others in order to attain this leadership. No, the leadership is are you willing to lead yourself through this change first? Are you willing to come into this discovery of power within yourself first, not in how you act, not in how you dress, not in how you straighten yourself up before you walk beyond. It is from this place of, the power is within me. This power moves through me. This power moves out into the people that I am leading. They feel the power. In fact, my power inspires their power. And so as I let go of the rigidity and I allow myself to grow, it's like there's this unveiling that happens for you. It's like, I see you almost in this cocoon as this, the caterpillar that transmutes into this gloop, and you are about to be revealed as this beautiful butterfly. And so you're feeling this tension in your life. Will you allow yourself to break through? Your result is the Nine of Diamonds, which is this letting go of certain ways of being, certain things that you have in your life. There's this cleaning up that's happening in your life. So this letting go can be in letting go of where you thought you had no value, where you thought you were worthless, where you thought where you might have blamed life for some of the things that happened in your life, where you can come into self responsibility and you can let go of the things that just don't match. There's almost like this sweeping away that's happening, because this sweeping away, and this sweeping away could be debt as well, like the sweeping away of all of your debt, which will allow for this beautiful experience of wealth, because you yourself from within feel wealthy. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, all right. I'm going to pull two more because I see two more. And so let's pull from Monica. If time would love a card about the rest of the year. We got 16 days the rest of the year. I'm going to invite you to breathe, Monica. You can feel the tension in the lungs and the throat. We're just going to allow that to rise. Interesting. Yeah. There's almost like this. So the vision that I get with you, Monica, is there's this ringing that's happening, but this ringing is happening here in the, like the throat down to the esophagus. Like there's this ringing that's happening where it's like all of this, what's coming out? Like I'm seeing it as numbers and letters are coming out, and it's like you're feeling this inner tension to just break free, and it's uncomfortable. Yeah. Like you're feeling this inner, man, like Five of Diamonds again, you are being invited to raise your own values. And so the way that I'm seeing it is you're experiencing your life almost like this, right? Not totally feeling, seeing everything fully, because it's like this, but it's like this because, hold on a second. You're having an expectation, or you're giving meaning to what you see. And the meaning that you're giving to what you see is hurting your own feelings, and lowering your own value. And so because you're seeing things like this, and you're seeing it through, oh, here's something, and now I can judge myself. Oh, here I'm seeing this, and now I can judge myself. And it's like, stop it, stop. The Five of Diamonds is like, no, raise your own value. See the value within yourself. Stop. Come back in, take a breath, and play with the question, like, what would it be like? What would it be like to experience my value more today? What would it be like to experience more of my value tomorrow? And so this is for the rest of the year, because we're moving into the King of Hearts on Sunday, which is this heart opening. I'm finding that many of the, like, I'm not going to say diamonds, but many of the diamonds are moving through this physical heart opening within themselves that is allowing for them to come into a deeper sense of their value. Now, I don't know who's a diamond here. I know you're a diamond. And so it's this, like, in order to be that diamond, we must feel the pressure. and it's this, and you are so multifaceted in your talents, in your abilities, in your skills, in who you are. There's so many different aspects of you, like so beautiful. Like I can see the glistening, I can see the light, I can see all of these, but you yet not know all of these fascinating, extraordinary facets of yourself. And so the Five of Diamonds is like, just see yourself. Will you see yourself and not see yourself through others? Stop misinterpreting it as feedback to hurt your own feelings. See yourself, see your brilliance, see your magnificence, see that you are this beautiful, magnificent, multifaceted self that is here to shine bright, that is here to express, that is here to live this life that is full of joy and playfulness and Like, I see you having this inner desire to just want to get out there with community, to want to get out there with a group of women, to play, to dance, to commune, to like do all of these beautiful, like, I see you paddle boating with a group of women. Like, I see you wanting to connect with others. But the key is for you to land into the value and to see yourself as this multi-dimensional being that is full of light, that is full of brilliance, and to stop holding back on that, right? Because as you start to turn this mirror back in on self and stop taking your cue from the mirror, you are the cue. You are cueing the reflection. You start to shift the distortion, shift this way of thinking so that you can start to see this mirror of love. And this mirror of love is life, like the life that you have, this life that you lead, the life that you have with all of these dogs that you help, the dog that you have, the community of women that you want to be in. Like, you start to see that mirrored back to you so that you start to adjust your sense of self, adjust how you see you, and just like shatter the damn mirror. Shatter it. Yeah. I hope that resonates for you. All right, Ms. Tara. This is twice in a week. What's going on? I'd love a card that speaks to my next romantic partnership. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I'm feeling that. You are excited. All right, let's see. Ah, man. The Two of Diamonds can't get it out of my mind. I just keep on seeing the Two of Diamonds right here. So the Two of Diamonds is like, I'm not even going to pull a card. Two of Clubs. Okay, so Two of Diamonds is, okay, so the way that you are connecting with another is going to be very different. You're shifting the way that you see relationship because you're wanting to move out of this bias of having these contractual agreements. Does that make sense? I'm letting go of the contractual agreement that I'm having, that I'm wanting or desiring to have in my experience with a romantic partner, which means that I'm wanting to experience my relationship from this energy that I'm creating, from this, what's the easiest way? This is me, this is Tara, and this is the boy. This is the man, not the boy. Right? And so I'm shifting the way that I'm relating in relationship to you complete me. You complete me. I am whole with you. To this is Tara and this is the man, this is the romantic partner, and we want to share an experience together. And so what is it that I'm wanting to share in this experience together with this one man? Because in this creation with this energy, me, Tara, I am now playing in this energy, this frequency. And so there's things that are falling away from how you're wanting to connect. I feel like it's coming at like old ways of being, like till death do us part, or till like the contract itself is wanting to leave the mind. And it's almost like there's this invitation to have a blank slate in how you connect with others, a blank slate in how you, like, it's not going to be the rules that you think it was or the rules that you see on YouTube. Like, you don't sleep with the guy until you have 5 dates. You make sure that he doesn't get to first base before that. Like, it's not any of that. And so all of these things are falling away. You are to focus back on, okay, what is it that you're wanting to experience? What does it feel like? And allowing your intuition to connect with you so that as you start to come into connection with all of these other men, your intuition is like, oh, it's not that guy. Oh, it's not that guy. Oh, it's not that guy, because he's not matching this frequency of what you're creating. So it's remembering the laws. I have an awareness. This is what I'm wanting to create. I feel the frequency. I come into the acceptance. I move. I decide. I commit. I move into the momentum. It creates a convergence. I now have a plethora of men just falling. It's raining men. And as it's raining all of these men, I'm like, and it's not you, and it's not you, and it's not you, and it's not you. Oh, but maybe you. Maybe you, because you feel close to this energy. And so, yes, I will go on that date. Right. And so, there's just this shifting that's happening for you, right? I love it. It's so fun. Yeah. And so it's coming back to, you're on this journey. Where are you in this journey? Are you feeling inspired? Because you're not, you're not gonna, it's not like, don't put the cart before the horse. It's not going to work. Don't jump onto the apps if that's the way you're going to go. Don't jump onto the apps before you're ready. Allow yourself to be inspired to, oh, go to the grocery store. Oh, go to the library. Oh, jump onto an app, whatever that is. It's going to be very different. It's a very different experience because you're creating the experience. Yeah. So thank you. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for all of your questions, your curiosities. This was a beautiful experience, as always. Any questions? If you want to dive deeper into your numerology, if you're curious about what's happening for you next year, I invite you to connect with me. We can dive into your forecast, your own personal forecast according to your birth chart. And yeah, I know, Tara, I'm excited. All right. Wishing you all an extraordinary weekend. If you've got a snowstorm like I do, stay safe. And I will see you in all the spaces. Lots of love, everyone. Bye for now.